tale begins with the purchase of a property in 2010. It could be described as a fixer-upper needing mild renovation. I decided to tackle the lounge first, my duty being that of wallpaper removal. The previous occupant papers everything, walls, ceilings and doors, in a distasteful 90s sponge defect paper, the pattern uneven and slightly cracked. Removing it would be brutal, but an oddly satisfying task. I find one of the more satisfying feelings is gently peeling the paper from floor to ceiling in one piece. I don't know about you, but I kinda make a game of it, peeling the strips in one long succession, on the hunt for the longest piece before it rips. I eye a loose corner and start my game. Whilst peeling the wallpaper, I noticed the lining paper underneath rather odd in appearance, not the smooth, cream, milky colour one would expect, but instead a dirty brown patch-stained colour. With the top layer removed, I start the arduous task of removing the lining, but stop. I notice on a section of the lining paper is a person's name and a date. The lounge is the largest room in the house, and it is important to mention I noticed more and more names and dates. I decided to continue work on this room the next morning and retired to bed, although sleep would evade me as I was consumed by curiosity. Did these names and dates actually mean anything, and what? I reached for my laptop and Googled one of the names and discovered the person was on a missing persons advertisement, the missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. This sparked my interest, so I made my way to the lounge and jotted down all of the names and dates I had uncovered and returned to my laptop to continue my investigation. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. It is now 10 p.m. I immediately notified the police, who, after persuasion, agreed to send an officer. After taking my statement and being questioned by the officers, they disappeared into another room where I could unfortunately not hear their conversation, but on their return I was informed that they have sent for forensics and would find me alternative accommodation for the night. The next morning, while sitting in the bed and breakfast drinking my tea, I received a phone call from a detective inspector asking for my return to the house. On my arrival, the inspector inquired to where I had placed the removed paper from the walls. I heard, in a hushed voice from one of the forensics, "That isn't wallpaper he had been removing, it was human skin."